Entertainment, luxury.
Dennis Emmanuel Brown was born on February 1, 1957 at Jubilee Hospital in Kingston, Jamaica. Being anointed the Prince of Reggae by Bob Marley, and expressing that Brown was his favorite singer, dubbing him the Crown Prince of Reggae. He grew up in a creative household, with writer father Arthur Brown, an older brother, and actor Basil Brown. Dennis quickly found himself in the spotlight, making his official public debut at the age of 10, during a political convention in Kingston's National Arena. He later appeared as a featured vocalist with Byron Lee's Dragonaires, billed as the Boy Wonder. He recorded his debut recording in 1969 for vocalist and producer Derrick Harriott, followed by Coxsone Dodd at the legendary Studio One. At the age of 22, the dynamic vocalist was considered a legend, with top-selling hits to his credit. After touring, Brown went to England to sign a deal with Trojan Records. Unfortunately, Trojan was acquired by Saga Records, and the enterprise was short-lived. Dennis Brown was a big inspiration for many reggae performers from the 1970s to present. Dennis Brown's health began to deteriorate in the late 1990s, and he had respiratory issues, before being diagnosed with pneumonia in May 1999, following a tour in Brazil. On his return home on June 30th, he was transported to Kingston University Hospital, where he died on July 1, 1999. Dennis Brown, over his 30-year career, worked for 37 record labels, releasing 6 to 7 albums a year at his height, 3 Grammy nominations, and a Civic Honor. Today we'll be taking a look at the top 8 luxury buys of Dennis Brown. Before we start, don't forget to poke that like button and subscribe. Number 1 record label. Dennis Brown, at 21, moved to London, England in 1978, where he was inspired to start his own label, DEB, Dennis Emmanuel Brown, alongside Castro Brown, who had contacts with Virgin Records. The label issued So Long Rastafari and Joseph's Coat of Many Colors. Unfortunately, it closed the next year, due to a dispute with Castro about record store supplies. Nonetheless, Brown recorded and published numerous of his own singles as well as tracks by other singers. Brown had an extraordinary year, as he was one of the headliners for the One Love Peace concert, alongside Lloyd Parks and the People Band, and the closing performance for the first Reggae Sunsplash Festival. All the Days of Our Lives. Number 2 London Home. A tribute blue plaque has been put at the London house of reggae artist Dennis Brown. United Reggae stated that the unveiling event was held on April 7, 2012. Brown's widow Yvonne and brother Leroy attended the momentous day. Brown and his brother resided in Harlesden, where the property is located from 1993 until 1999, when he died of respiratory failure. The ceremony was attended by Jamaican performers who had resided in London for many years, including vocalists Jimmy James, Count Prince Miller, and Winston Francis. Symbolic blue plaques have been put up at residences of renowned people in Britain since the late 19th century. Number 3 Suit. Brown was already a music veteran by the age of 12, and he went to Studio One Records in the same way as Bob Marley did. Brown's first professional performance was at the age of 11, when he went to Tit for Tat, a small West Kingston nightclub. His brother Basil was performing a comedy routine when he made a guest appearance with the Fabulous Falcons, the club's resident group. Following the performance, he was invited to join the group as a featured vocalist. Brown's 2 songs were Desmond Decker's Unity and Johnny Taylor's Ain't That Loving You. Afterwards, when the group played at a JLP conference, the audience showered him with money, and he was able to buy his first suit. Money in my pocket, but I just can't get no love. Number 4 Gifts. Dennis Brown was regarded by his peers as a very compassionate person. Brown is generally regarded as being unselfish, which might be attributed to the sharing mindset that pervades the tenement yard environment in Orange Street, which he grew up, and to his parents' teachings. Even on his birthday, neighbors and friends claim he would make it all about them, purchasing meals, and taking them out for the night. Even after earning enough money to relocate uptown, the singer never forgot his downtown roots and frequently returned with gifts and cash. Number 5 Drugs. According to some reports, Brown became hooked to crack cocaine, which harmed his career and may have contributed to his early death. Jamaican Prime Minister P.J. Patterson and opposition leader Edward Seaga of the Jamaica Labour Party both spoke during Brown's burial on July 17, 1999, in Kingston, Jamaica. The 3-hour event featured live performances by Maxi Priest, Shaggy, and 5 of Brown's children. Brown was then laid to rest at Kingston's National Heroes Park. Are you ready to stand up and fight the right revolution? Number 6 Vinyl Records. Roger Steffens had the opportunity to meet Dennis Brown in October of 1980, and he asked the famous musician, "Can you tell me what might end up on your turntable on a typical evening?" Brown responded, "Well, I might listen to some jazz, or some new wave American stuff, like a group called Human League. They sing a song, 'Don't You Want Me Baby, Don't You Want Me Now, Don't You Want Me Baby, Don't You Want Me Now.' And I might be listening to some Peabo Bryson or some Natalie Cole or some Rose Royce or Aretha Franklin. And then on a reggae level I might be listening to some Gregory Isaacs, some Bunny Wailer." Number 7 Ribena Blackcurrant Juice. Marla Brown, the youngest daughter of renowned reggae musician Dennis Brown, was just 12 years old when her father died. She was interviewed by United Reggae. When asked about some of her favorite memories of Dad, she responded, "His smile and his laugh. My dad loves to cook, so we'd always be in the kitchen. A lot of our home videos we'd be dancing, while he's cooking or writing a new song, or my mum was calling out his name to do this or that. He loves blackcurrant Ribena, so you'd always remember to get Dad a drink with lots of ice. But I'd say his smile because Dad was always happy. My friends say, you're always happy. To me as well. We love life. Take me to the promised land." Number 8 Club. Yvonne Brown, the widow of reggae's Crown Prince, Dennis Emmanuel Brown, has fond recollections of the Rainbow Theatre in Finsbury Park, London. In 1974, the two met by coincidence there, which led to love and marriage, children, and now grandkids. Dennis Brown introduced himself, and asked if Yvonne wanted to go to a club later. Yvonne replied to Dennis by saying, "Well, it's a weekend, why not?" It was a random meeting, with nothing planned. "I wasn't even dressed for the occasion," Yvonne said. Following their first date, the two became inseparable. Have you ever been in love? This is the end of Top 8 Luxury Buys Dennis Brown. Make sure to tap the like button, and subscribe, to see our next list. Bye for now.